Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. Today we're looking at Anne Rice's interview with the vampire. It's number 4 from 1991. And take note that this is 1991, a full 3 or 4 years before the movie came out. And if you're expecting something like Interview with a Vampire from the movie, you're gonna get just what you're expecting. And for those of you who've never heard of Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice, it was a movie. Check this out.
So you want me to tell you the story of my life? I'll tell you my story. I'll tell you all of it. I'm flesh and blood, but not human. I haven't been human for 200 years. From the novel by Anne Rice. From Neil Jordan, the director of The Crying Game. I've come to answer your prayers. Life has no meaning anymore, does it? His name is Lestat. What if I could give it back to you? Pluck out the pain and give you another life. One you could never imagine. I can see you lying on a bed of satin. He chose one man. He gave him infinite power. Eternal life. And a daughter who would be forever young. This is the only real Eva left. And then he took the light of day. You're a vampire who never knew what life was until it ran out in a red gush over your lips. I can't stand this any longer.
You made us what we are, didn't you?
God kills indiscriminately, and so shall we. Do you like dying? You condemn me to hell! Monster. Unhappy family. Take her, Louis. End her suffering and yours. But do not doubt, you are a killer!
I want some more.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Stephen Ray, Antonio Banderas, Kirsten Dunst, and Christian Slater. Interview with the Vampire.
Damn, YouTube, wasn't that exhilarating? I really did enjoy that little preview from Interview with the Vampire, the movie. Now, take note that movie came out around 1994, and this comic book come out in 1991, and it's based on a story from 1976. So let's see what Innovation Comics has got for us as we check out Interview with a Vampire, and I promise you, it's very similar to what we just saw the trailers from in the movie. Well, YouTube, we ain't at the first cover of this here book, and we're taking a look, and it starts out about 3/4 of the way in. Remember, it's a number 4, so we didn't really start out with the Interview with a Vampire part at the beginning, and we didn't really see the plantation burned down and all that good shit. We get to see the part about this messed up little kid that can't age. Oh my God, this is going to be a sick one. I love the art in this book, YouTube, and it's really amazing that you take a good look at these pictures of the characters in Interview with the Vampire comic book, and they look amazingly similar to the people they got to play the movie parts in that trailer I just showed you earlier. And that's amazing because this actual comic come out a full 3 years before the movie. Foresight. Wow. So I'm taking it that everybody watching this probably saw the movie and knows just what kind of sick material we're dealing with. Little vampire girl got bit back in the day. That's in I guess about issue number 2, since we in number 4 now. And now that little girl sleeps in the coffin with big boy here. It's 25 years later, and she's got the mind of an adult and the body of a child. Wow. That is really sick. Anne Rice, you have a problem. Just my luck, YouTube. The one Interview with a Vampire book I get to review, and it's got to be episode book 4 with all these sick shit in it. You know, little girl becoming a vampire, woman's body, well, little girl's body, woman's mind. You know, oh my God, why can't I got issue 1? Yeah, there ain't nothing sexier, YouTube, than an 8-year-old girl's body with a 50-year-old woman's mind toting a glass of blood. Not that does make you all happy and excited. Oh my God. But giving credit where credit's due, this book does seem to run right along with the movie and parable. I pretty much don't gotta tell you the story or read it. You can pause it and read the panels if you want to. As I bombard your mind with incredibly great art and some of the sickest imagery you will ever see in a comic book. Oh my God, I do not like this part of the plot of Interview with the Vampire. I'm not into little girls. Oh my God, this is a sick book. You know, YouTube, I'm really hoping my grandkids don't take a look at this interview. His Interview with a Vampire comic. Wow, it's a little bit worse than the movie. Huh? But it seems to follow right along with the plot from the movie, so it makes it real easy to do. We know the story. YouTube, little girl on a killing spree. Damn her. Wow, this book is word for word about like the movie. I wonder if they just based a script on the damn comic book. I love the great panel per panel art that they do in this book as we follow along the story. Little girl going apeshit. Little girl killing some folks. Ah! And you believe this little bitch is in a bad mood and she's unhappy after going around killing everybody? And let me tell you, the little girl they had in the movie was a lot cuter and a lot more pleasant. I like Kristen Dunst, but this motherfucker looks like something from Cat People. She don't look like no vampire from Interview with a Vampire, the movie. She look like something out of the Night of the Living Goddamn Dead, don't she? Ah, this is horrible. But at least it's got the great art, and like I said, it follows the book 90%. Wow. Really, I was kind of hoping we'd at least get up to the gay-ass vampires in the theater scene or something, you know? But it looks like we're going to stick with the whole little girl tale in this story of Interview with a Vampire, part 4. Comic book number 4. That's right, YouTube. Comic book number 4 from 1991, and I am getting so sick of looking at this inbred little child. Oh my God, this kid is really getting on my nerves. As we travel right along with more from the story. When are they going to get to the part where they meet the theater vampires? God. I wish I'd got any other book but number 4. You know, in the good part, when we meet up with the theater vampires, they're going to chuck this bitch and her girlfriend out in the sun, and we're going to get to see them turn to dirt. Boy, I sure would like to get a copy of number 5. They said there's 12 issues in this series, and I've only have access to number 4, as it belongs to my friend, the Captain, who brought this up last night for me to check out. I wasn't planning on reviewing it to January, but it's Anne Rice, and it looked good, and a lack of Bigfoot investigations to do has led me to do a comic book review. So, YouTube, I guess we're going to wrap up Interview with a Vampire with just the parts about the little girl as I've been rolling through it. And it's ending right here, and we're not going to see none of that good stuff. So Interview with a Vampire, comic book number 4 from 1991 has got to be the most boring piece of fucking shit that ever existed. It's got the one little bit of story from Interview with a Vampire that's boring and you don't want to see. I'm looking forward to seeing any other book but this one. Yeah, that's right, YouTube. I bet every other issue in this series is probably good besides this one that I got to review. But I got this book from my friend the Captain, and he collects vampire books, and he loves it when I do his books, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw this one out there. As soon as Bigfoot rears his ugly head, or I get any kind of sightings reports or anything to investigate, you'll see them videos here on the Daily Dan blog. And here between now and Thanksgiving, looks like you're going to get some horror books. And then after Thanksgiving, I'm doing nothing. No more horror books, no more horror comics till January. And I'm going to do some really cool The Good Stuff books during the holiday season. Be sure to join me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for Daily Dan here on the Daily Dan blog. I got to go. It's running long. Blog over.